You're listening to the Straight Crooked Podcast.
I made apple cider this morning.
I've never had it. Is it good?
Really? I love it.
Yeah.
I only did that because I'm out of coffee creamer. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
What is it exactly?
Mm, it's hard to explain. You've never had apple cider flavored anything?
Not that I've tried apple cider vinegar before.
Oh no, that's terrible. Don't do that. I still
Okay, I'll
have
never do that again.
flashbacks of apple cider vinegar.
It
It's
was bad.
disgusting.
It was
Yeah,
brutal.
it's terrible. But no, apple cider is like apple juice. Do you like apple juice?
I love apple juice.
Okay, you would like apple cider then. I feel
I'll
like
have to try some.
it's a great
Can you
wintry
get it at
drink.
like coffee shops, like how you can get chai and stuff?
I don't know, but they sell it at Walmart in like packets, like hot chocolate comes in.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I made this morning. I just did my little kettle.
Maybe I'll experiment this weekend and try some when we're out of
I'll bring
town.
you some apple cider and we can try
Oh my
some.
God, please. That'd be fun.
I always need to have some type of nice beverage treat while I'm like seeing clients or doing this. I need
Yeah.
something.
Do you know okay. Yesterday, someone drove me to drink a Diet Coke. Do
Yeah?
you mind if I tell a quick story real quick?
No. Go ahead.
So, apparently on Monday, right after we got back from being down there, Grandma had a flat tire somewhere in Athens. So Terry Lynn's down in Forsyth at her house. She's calling us like, can you go help her? Blah, blah, blah. So we finally get in touch with Grandma, who's not answering her phone, period, on the side of the road. Like, I'm talking 30 minutes later, she calls back and she's like, no, like my neighbor's gonna pick me up. It's fine, whatever. We end up making plans to go the next day, which was yesterday. And we
Mhm.
were gonna take her to her car, meet AAA there. They were gonna fix her tire. It was gonna be fine, right? So we go and pick her up. We get to the scene of the crime. By the way, she popped her tire by running off the road because she is a crazy driver. Um So
Mm.
we're waiting way past like the time because they give you like estimates and updates when the person's supposed to be there. Takes him forever. He arrives in one of those little AAA vans
Mhm.
that says on it like tire specialty, whatever. Dude goes to take the tire off of one of those like wrenches that has like the four sides on it. I'm literally sitting in my mom's car watching him. He like takes it and goes like that, and it doesn't do anything. So he does it again, and then he just drops his hands and stares at the tire in defeat. He doesn't have one of the what's it? Whatever it's called, the thing that's pressurized, I guess, or whatever that pops it off. It won't come off, like unscrews it for you.
Mhm.
He doesn't have that, even though he's in like a specialty tire van. So he's like, sorry, like there's nothing I can do for you. First of all, you're a man. Use your muscle, step on it, do something. On the little wrench bar, whatever it's called. Like he's literally like on his knees, just like going like that with his hands. Whatever. So he leaves and we get stressed out and we hadn't eaten and it was like 1 o'clock at this point. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go get lunch. It was also my mom's birthday, so I was like, let's go somewhere nice.
Oh
Like you
yeah,
pick
tell her
what you
happy
want.
belated birthday for me, please.
I will do that. And so we're driving around at the nearest town because like where the car is in the middle of nowhere in Winterville, which is like near Athens.
Mhm.
And so my grandma's on the phone with them again. Like she calls AAA back and she's like, listen, the last person you sent couldn't do the job. Can you either send someone that can do it or send someone to tow my car to my house? Well, if we put in an order for a tire change, it's probably going to be the same company. So we're just going to put in for a tow. Okay, whatever. We keep telling this guy the location. By the way, by this time my mom has pulled into a Dairy Queen because she's so over just everything. She didn't even want to, be out yesterday. Um, Not that she minded helping my grandma, but anyway, so this man is, I'm so sorry, he's so stupid. We're telling him the exact road because she's like parked in front of a neighborhood. But we're telling him the road she's on, the road that the neighborhood is, and the name of the neighborhood. And he is like, well, It's in Georgia. This address that's popping up is like 100 miles away. And we're like, no, it's a Winterville, blah, blah, blah. Like we keep telling him the same thing over and over. Is it in Locust Grove? No, it's nowhere near Locust Grove. My grandma hands the phone to my mom because she can't handle it anymore. She gets out of the car and starts crying. I'm yelling at this dude from the back seat as my mom is like also trying to yell at him because he's just not getting it. And he's like, I'm 100 miles away too. Like, I don't know the area, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, who cares? Like,
Do
so
your
we pull up
job.
the map. Right, right. And mind you, the last people had no problem finding us.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that information is probably like on a record or something. Like, just pull it back up from like 20 minutes ago. So we finally pull up the map and give him like literal coordinates to where her car is parked. He still cannot comprehend. He cannot find it. I can't even properly express to you how stupid the whole interaction was and how frustrating it was. He eventually found it. We eventually got everything squared away, and her car is fine now. But that interaction alone, just sitting in the Dairy Queen parking lot, drove me to go into the Dairy Queen and get a Diet Coke. And that is the second soda I've had since I quit at the beginning of November.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it was, oh my God, it was the best soda I've ever had. It really was. It was so crisp and so good. But that all happened because you said you like to have a special little drink. And I
You
also
needed a
wish I
special
still
little drink.
had, yeah, like my only options are like Milo's sweet tea, but I get like the fake sweetened kind, which I don't mind. But like that's not something I want to wake up and drink in the morning.
Yeah.
Chai tea is like I love it, but sometimes I don't want all like the milk, you know? I don't really like it with water either. So, anyways, I'm jealous of your sweet
Full
drink,
cider.
sweet treat drink,
Mm-hmm.
treat.
Okay, so what did we talk about last week with sun, moon, and rising signs? You said that you did a little bit of research on that. Tell me.
Yes. So I was very curious after we shared ours what it really meant because I just know it as what it is. This is my moon, like blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Who knows? Who knows? But I came with some facts. I think they're facts. It's what the internet says. Okay, so I'm just going to read you a bit of what I found. It's not much. So, a combination of the three describes you, but each has its own importance. Your sun sign represents your ideal self or the self you wish to be. Your moon sign is more related to your environment and emotions, the environment that you grew up in, and your emotions and characteristics are based on that. With just having the knowledge of sun signs, you might relate it. Oh, my bad. With just having the knowledge of sun signs, you might relate to it the most, but your rising sign is the one that's your definition. It describes your character, psychology, and personality. So, a little deeper into each of those, the sun sign refers to the position of the sun during your birth. It's based on your date of birth and reflects who you want to be. Your connection to your sun sign grows with age as you learn to accept yourself. That's pretty cool. I didn't know
Hmm.
anything about that. The rising sign is related to the time of your birth along with the place, date, and year. It refers to how people around you perceive you and how you interact with the outer world. So that kind of tracks because I said last time that I feel like I show a lot of Pisces characteristics, and I'm a Pisces rising. What was your rising again? Aries, right?
Aries. Yeah.
Okay. And then the moon sign is the inner you. While the sun sign is the brighter part of you, the silent, more emotional parts are guided by the moon. It provides insight into how we process actions and our reactions to them. Your inner desires and wishes are guided by your moon sign, and their projection and execution in life are guided by your sun sign. So it's like your inner desires, like how you process things, which also tracks for me because I also have an Aries moon. And I feel like I definitely have like an angry, fiery side inside of me.
It's just funny to me that my rising and moon are both Aries.
Yeah, which essentially is saying you give off tons of Aries, both in the way you deal with things inside and the way you people perceive you on the outside.
Hmm. Does that mean I'm meshed? Like I'm
Hmm.
balanced or congruent?
You would think.
I don't know.
Do you feel, I mean, I don't know much about Capricorn, but do you feel as if you're growing into a Capricorn?
I'm totally a Capricorn.
Really?
God, yeah.
What are some of the like character like
I'm
just
just
off the
like
top of your head?
type A, very just you plan out things.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just me. It's me to a T, especially
That's
as I get
awesome.
older.
See, that's really cool that you're like you show both.
Mhm.
Or I guess all three, but since it's only two.
Huh. Yeah, I know, right? Sucks. I kind of
That's
wish I had a
awesome.
third horoscope to read,
I
you know?
know. Well, there's like the like your Venus. Like I saw a TikTok that said
Oh
like
yeah,
your
you have a
Venus.
Mars, a Venus. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have all of them.
And I think the Venus is the one that I saw on TikTok saying like that's who you're supposed not like who you're supposed to dress like, but like that influences your fashion or what looks best on you type deal. I'm still a little blurry on that. Maybe that will be next episode. I'll dive into that.
You know what the best app is for all that?
What?
It's called Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah. And it tells you all of your different signs.
Okay. I am typing that in to go and download that later and check it out.
Yeah, you should do it.
Maybe next episode we'll share more of our other signs. If I can remember to come up, with the facts so we can actually see what that means for us. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless.
Um, okay, so I gave you homework, and
Yes.
speaking of astrology, gave you homework to find your numerology or your life path number.
Yes.
So tell me, what was yours?
5.
Mine is 5 too.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, so what does that mean for us?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Well, that's
I'm
actually
so
kind of good. So
excited.
we can knock it out in both, and we won't bore our listeners with 2 different numbers. So it applies to both of us, which is pretty
I'm
cool.
thrilled that it's the same. I feel like that's going to be so fun.
It says personality traits. Okay.
Okay.
They have such attributes wherein they like to accomplish everything on their own, don't depend on others for their responsibilities, and like to come up with new solutions to handle problems, among others. Number 5 is a very powerful number. This energy instills a lot of passion in them, resulting in an aura that everyone admires. Their energy is crucial to their success since they are spontaneous, which saves them a lot of time. We're incredibly passionate, ambitious, inquisitive, prefer to be alone. Or it says that their individualistic attitude does not imply that they prefer to be alone. In fact, they prefer to converse and associate with others. Let's see. Can be quite unreliable with things since they change their mind about things constantly. Which, yeah. Variations in ideas can lead to inaccuracy, which can make meeting deadlines a challenge.
Feel that.
Yeah. So that's just overall personality traits.
Okay.
Then I don't really care about career, do you?
Maybe circle
We'll save
back
that for
to it at
last.
the end. Yeah.
Okay. I'm mostly like in love. That's my favorite to look at these in
Let's hear it.
relationships. All right. Their natural inclination for socializing will undoubtedly propel them forward in society. They shall get along swimmingly, and everyone feels enchanted by their aura. Also, this will
Ooh.
lead to significant and thrilling relationships, but once it becomes normal and monotonous, the relationship might not continue. If they continue together, their relationship will love and love will blossom, but this is unlikely. They are always looking for something intriguing. Oh God. So if they discover a partner who shares all of their interests and is very adventurous, they will quickly find a common ground leading to exciting new directions in their relationship that no one has ever experienced.
Ooh. I feel like that's pretty spot on as well.
Is it?
Well, as far as like essentially getting bored with something easily if it's not exciting anymore.
Yeah. I don't agree with this one. It says they're extremely great at flirting. No, not true.
I feel, and I relate this to my Libra sun, that sometimes I naturally come across as flirty when I'm just being nice, but it's never like if I'm trying to flirt, I'm running people off. But if I'm just trying to be nice, then I feel like people think it's flirting. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I wouldn't say I'm good at it at all.
Okay. Um, it says, but when they are in a relationship with someone, these people wouldn't cheat or break free. Very loyal. Don't make unnecessary rules around their partner or behave possessively, which I feel like is fair.
Definitely the loyalty part. It's why I stay away from people now because I've become like psychotically dedicated to someone.
My doorbell just rang. Ew.
Have
Hang on just a
fun.
second, okay?
Okay,
Stay on here in case I get murdered.
I will. I'm listening.
So he's likely going to be ringing my doorbell again in a minute.
Who is it?
So they put the wrong door handle on our front door,
Oh.
and it was back ordered. So they're here to put it on because we just got it.
Oh. Well, that's a relief because I was just worst case scenario, right? I was imagining one that, when we make too loud of a sound, the mic doesn't pick it up. So I wouldn't have heard anything if it was bad. And I could just picture like I'm looking at your blank background waiting for you to come back, and then you just see like a man walk in and just look at the camera, and then I'm like, oh,
That would be horrendous.
I'm so
Be a
glad
good
it
short
was.
film.
Oh my God. No, don't even get me started. I've been dying. I have so many ideas to make like a short film, but I don't know people. And I don't even care if it's like, you know, I don't mind low quality video, audio type thing. Like, I don't need to buy new equipment. I just need people to be in it with me. I want to do it so bad.
Not I, said the cat.
You don't want to be in a short film?
Mm-mm.
What if you just get murdered?
I don't want to get murdered either.
Well, what if you're the final girl?
I would not be the final girl in real life.
If I wrote a short film that could just be like just us, like we don't need a bunch of other people, and I wrote it specifically for you, you wouldn't be in it?
I don't know.
Okay, well then I'm gonna write one and then see what you think after.
I'm gonna write one and do it on iMovie, like those trailers that you made.
Yeah, that's how I'll make the trailer for it, and then I'll edit it on iMovie as well.
Boy, babe.
I'm gonna do it.
Did you hear Maisie barking?
I didn't hear anything. I just saw you like look over to the side.
Legit, really?
Yeah.
She was going nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't hear a single sound.
I guess this mic is really good at drowning out outside
Yeah.
noises.
I mean, it's kind of concerning though, because what do
Mhm.
you do when you want stuff like that to be heard? I guess turn it down? I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a good question.
Or maybe it's like a different type of mic for stuff like that.
Who knows? I don't know.
Not I.
I'm glad I was already up, or I'd be pissed that somebody came and rang my doorbell at
Honestly.
8:45 in the morning.
The other day, when I was trying to sleep before I went to set, I'd taken a Benadryl, went to bed around 2, and I mean it ended up being fine, but like my mom had also woken up, went to breakfast, gone back to sleep because the room was like pitch black, and around 10:30 we hear housekeeping. We didn't even think to put the do not disturb thing on the door. So, yeah, I woke up at like 10:30 that day.
It sucks.
It was real fun.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. It jacked up my brain as far as like lack of sleep because well, okay, like on set it was super fun. I really liked getting bloody. I didn't get as bloody as I wanted to,
You didn't. Your mom showed me pictures.
but well, and I feel like I would have gotten more bloody except they decided when we got there. So we had like our regular outfit, and then the second scene was going to be us in their clothes with the blood.
Mm-hmm.
They switched the order and they're like, we want to film the blood scenes first. And I'm like, make that make sense. Like, thank God I brought all my makeup with me. Because
Yeah.
like why, and also they said they would provide us with showers. There was no shower. It was at the same nightclub that I did the last thing at.
Mm-hmm.
They literally, after they had blood all over us, which mine, I'll have to show you some more pictures because they did put some on my leg and then they put some like on from my butt all the way down the back of my leg, but it was on a skirt, but it soaked through to my actual leg. So my leg was just covered in fake blood. And when it was time to clean up, because we were like, we're going to clean up, we're going to have lunch, even though it's like almost midnight, and then film the scene where we're all looking nice. We walk back into holding, and they literally are passing out baby wipes to people. I used like 7 baby wipes on my face, all over my legs, just to find out like after I ate lunch and I went to put my regular clothes back on, I still had blood. So I wiped that off just to find out that when I got back to the hotel room, I had even more blood that I didn't even know. And I'm so glad it didn't soak through like my pants because I really like those pants. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but this is the back of my leg,
Oh.
still covered in blood. But anyway, it was really fun. I really enjoyed laying there as a dead body. And, you know, it's like an independent film, so they weren't very like strict or anything. They weren't like blink. I mean, don't blink. Yeah, blink the whole time because you're a dead body. Um, they weren't telling us like don't blink or don't breathe or anything, but I'm like, hello, I'm like an actress. So I made sure like every time they said action, I was like, it was low key
Oh,
a
hang
germaphobe's
on.
night. Oh,
Doorbell. Oy vey. They're gonna come and ring my doorbell a third time.
are
I
you
know it.
serious?
Well, because we couldn't find it, and then I called mom and I was like, "Did you get a package from the door yesterday?" She was like, "Oh yeah, it's in the living room." I was like, "Oh, bitch, really?"
So they sent it like the door handle to your house? Oh.
Yeah,
You'll have to send me a picture afterwards because I can't even remember what it looked like to
it
begin
was
with.
just a round doorknob, but we got the ones where
Oh,
it's like a lever. It's like a rectangle, and
okay. Oh, that kind.
yeah.
That is gonna be so much cuter. I love those.
I was like, I paid for a different doorknob. Where's my doorknob?
Yeah, absolutely. I would fight for that.
Fought for it. I actually forgot all about it until they just showed up.
That's so bad.
And there are
But
two
the
of them. No, I'm just saying there are two of them now. I don't understand.
2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are
Maybe
they?
it's for another house and they just delivered it here.
Oh, I would keep it. Here's my backup in case something happens.
Right.
Um, but okay, what I was saying is that it's low key. It was like a germaphobe's nightmare to be laying face down on the actual ground that people walk in and out of this nightclub on. Like, not the
Ew.
concrete, the ramp. You know how it's kind of like ramp to go in there? The carpeted ramp. But yeah, the ramp that I was laying face down on was carpeted, and I don't trust
Ew, that
carpet
almost
unless
makes it
it's
worse.
it was. You know, not the thick like that thin like outdoor carpet type thing, but that part was not fun. But other than that, like I made sure I scrubbed the whole side of my face when I got back to the hotel after that. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, it was fine. I don't really like mashed potatoes. They had mashed potatoes at Crafty and they were like fire. Like I'm a mashed potato hater.
Me
They were
too.
so good. I don't like the texture, how it's like not even gritty, but you know how a mashed potato is.
I don't like creamy mashed potatoes. I like lumpy mashed potatoes.
Oh, see, these were very creamy that they didn't even feel like mashed potatoes. They just tasted delicious. That's why I like them. So you probably would have hated those.
Oh,
I remember we were at the love part of our number.
yes. Um, but I think that was it for love. And here's strengths and weaknesses.
Oh no, I don't know if I'm ready to hear this.
Strengths. Always open to new experiences. They are
True.
foresightedly allowing them to discover new life choices. The way they experiment is it. Huh?
Hello?
The way they experiment is the finest aspect. What does that mean?
Like the finest aspect of what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Stupid Astro Talk. This is the website that I'm on. They have so much courage and motivation that they are always drawn to fresh moments in life, whether it's career, relationship, or any long-term scenario. They change as needed and don't rely on sentiments.
Okay.
Okay. Third strength. They are prone to mingling with people and adapting to team environments since they enjoy exploring and discovering new things. They never miss a chance to participate effectively.
Ooh,
I don't
I
know
don't
about that.
know. I don't know about that either. Being on set, I've learned I'm really good at masking being such a introverted weirdo. Like I can talk when I need to, but I definitely don't choose to be whatever that said, that description.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Weaknesses. Their
So many.
inaccuracy and flexibility frequently result in their disregarding of all commitments and deals. This calls into doubt their trustworthiness in both official and casual context.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes my guilt outweighs, you know.
Your desire and need to not follow through on something.
Right. Like I tend
Yeah.
to follow through because I don't want to feel bad for upsetting someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't put much emphasis on planning and devising strategies for achieving their objectives. What? Rather, they prefer to go along with the trend, which can lead to positional development and missed chances. I don't agree with that.
I agree with that a little bit.
Do you?
A little bit. It depends on the situation.
You put a lot of emphasis on planning,
You think so?
just like me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never realized that about myself.
Mm, okay. Last weakness. Since they enjoy being carefree and changing their schedules frequently, sticking to any commitments they make will be more difficult, if not impossible.
Again,
That's
that
great.
all depends how much you want to do something.
Yeah.
Because I typically these days don't agree to anything unless I wholeheartedly want to do it. So then it's pretty easy to stay committed.
Right. And they have a lucky gemstone and a lucky color.
Okay.
It says light gray, white, silver, and other shining hues are lucky colors for numerology number 5.
Really?
They will, however, readily make friends with anyone and can dress in any hue, though dark tones should be avoided. Whoops.
I wear dark like all the time.
Me
Black
too.
is my go-to.
Same. Um, diamond, silver, or platinum are lucky stones.
Okay. I love silver over gold, so that's something.
Do you? I
Yeah.
have switched to being a gold person.
Really?
Hmm.
I think I'm kind of in a transitional period. Most things I own are silver, but I just got the cutest Swifty advent calendar of a bracelet and charms. And
Oh,
it's gold and I cannot wait to wear it. But I'm gonna wait until I open all 25 days to wear it.
cute. So
Yeah.
have you opened up 6 days?
I haven't done 6 yet. I've done 5. It's been really fun.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I love advent calendars.
This is my first year ever doing one.
I used to get them from Ulta.
Did you ever get anything good? Because I've heard
Yeah,
mixed
sometimes.
reviews about that stuff.
Sometimes. I mean, it's pretty cheap,
I
but
guess it also depends on what you use. Like, did you ever do the Ipsy glam bags?
hmm
You did.
I do the big
I had to.
ones.
Oh, you still do it?
Not anymore, but I did the big
Oh,
ones.
oh, okay. I did like the regular one for years. Like I have tons of those little bags now,
Hmm.
but it got to the point where like I'm not gonna experiment with the skincare stuff anymore. And they kept sending me, you like review when they send you something. So I would go on and review it and be like, I don't think this shade is for me. They sent me the same shade of lipstick, lip gloss for like 5 in a row. And I was like, you know what? I'm done.
They were doing that out of spite. They just don't listen.
It was too dark.
Yeah, I know. I hate it when I get something bad.
Yeah.
It's like continually over and over again. But no, I like getting the big boxes every quarter or whatever, but you have to pay for the monthly boxes to get the big boxes.
Do you?
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going
Wow.
to save money.
I really would like to do it again, but I know I could just for the thrill of it, but I know I'm gonna be disappointed and like I should do something more with my hair and make it, look shiny or something, but I don't care about the hair stuff they send me. Like I'm not gonna change my shampoo, not gonna change my face wash, like and I don't do my makeup enough really to even justify getting it.
Me either. Not at all.
So are what's different about the big boxes? Is it more product?
They're full size products and it's worth like
Oh,
$500.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Slay.
I've gotten really good stuff
I
in
bet.
there.
It's probably expensive, isn't it?
50
A month?
every quarter. So it's 54 times a year.
Oh, okay. I guess that's
So,
not too bad for the value.
not at all.
Yeah.
So that's what I really like doing, but not anymore.
Rest in peace to the box.
Yep. So trying to think of something in our conversation last week triggered me to put this in my notes, and I don't know why, but
I remember when you put something in your
I
notes.
wanted to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
What the hell is up with Feet Finder?
What do you mean?
What I don't understand what the uptick is and the trend on people putting their feet on Feet Finder. Like, are the foot fetishes that widespread now
I
to where there's
think
a need?
I think they're becoming more normalized in a way. Like people are more willing to share about them. And dare I go out on a limb and say Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Barker are partially to blame.
Really?
Machine Gun Kelly has openly loved feet for as long as I can remember. But then when Travis Barker like married Kourtney Kardashian, they were always posting pictures where like her foot was up and he was like kissing it and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. One time, my old roommate Carl got my phone. Okay, I swear to God, like I swear on everything, I was not on this website. Pulled up my Safari, and someone who I suspect was him when I wasn't looking pulled up Wiki Feet on my Safari on my phone. So then, like, flashed it in front of me and was like, "Why are you on Wiki Feet?" I'm not. If that's your thing, that's fine. I'm genuinely not looking at feet in my spare time. But Feet Finder, is that where you sell the pictures? Okay, well, you might catch me signing up pretty
I
soon.
know, I might do it. That was going to be my question for you, is if you would do it.
100%. I try. Okay, confession time. In the pandemic, when I was working at the jail, because of the virus and everything or whatever, yeah, coronavirus, we would work 1 week and be off 1 week. And it would like rotate. So there would always be someone there, but less people. So on my off week, I got bored and I was alone and I made an OnlyFans account, but it was just gonna be for my feet. But I didn't know how to promote it. And I made an Instagram called Ginger Delight Feet. And I was gonna try to promote it through there. So I took maybe a couple pictures. Like my mom knew I was doing this and everything. Like I think we got there was like old watermelon in the fridge and I took a video of me like stomping it because like people like stuff like that.
No, you
So
didn't.
I uploaded some things to this OnlyFans, never got any subscribers, made the Instagram, could not figure out how to promote it without sharing it on my real page, which I was not prepared to do. But I forgot about the fact that when you sign up for an Instagram account, if you use an email or a phone number or whatever that's known, your account might be suggested to people that you know. So one day I get on Instagram and I had a message request and it was from my Uncle Daryl and he just said dot 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 like First of all, how do you even know it? Like, I know I'm like the only ginger in the family, but my face was not associated with this account at all, which definitely means it like told him like, oh, this person is in your contacts or something, and he used like context clues. We never mentioned it in real life. He sent me that and I deactivated the account. Like he wasn't being weird. He was genuinely like, what are you doing? I deactivated the account and yeah, it never got brought up in real life. And I never made any money.
Mm. Um, hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
I think it's absolutely hilarious now. And if I'm sharing tea, do you want to know something else crazy I did one time? This was back in high school. Have you ever watched Orange is the New Black?
Oh yeah.
You know when the inmates were selling their underwear?
Mm-hmm.
I found a website to like sell your used underwear. And so I signed up. I think I named myself like Olivia Mars or something. Again, my face was not associated with this. But the only way you can get paid through it was PayPal. I didn't have a PayPal account and I was afraid that my PayPal name would go to whoever was like buying from me. And again, I was still in high school, didn't really understand much about the world. And I was like, if these people get my name, they're gonna kill me. So I made a fake PayPal account under the name Olivia Mars. I didn't know you're not supposed to make a fake name on your PayPal. One pair ended up selling, okay? I put it in the envelope. I went to go ship it out. I like printed the label myself. And like now that's all I do is like print labels and like go and ship
Mm-hmm.
things. I genuinely did not know how it worked. I thought that the post office when I took it was gonna like x-ray it and be like, why the hell are you sending underwear? Like that. I was so scared. And my mom doesn't even know that this ever happened. And I didn't want her to find out because I'm like, hello, I'm definitely like probably under 17 selling my underwear on the internet.
That's horrible.
But I ended up shipping it out and I genuinely couldn't tell you if I ever saw the money for it. Mind you, I sold it for like $20.
Damn.
Don't know if I ever saw the money because then I got like an email like, hey, your PayPal, like not like fraud, but it's not a real name, like prove your identity type of deal. So I'm pretty sure that that money is just like up in the air somewhere. But I tried and I would do that again. Well, see, now I wouldn't though because I don't know. I was fine trying to make a buck back then, but the idea of keeping the same pair of underwear on for more than a day, like I can't do that. And that's usually what they want. Like, and you can there's different ones you can advertise. You can request like I worked out in this underwear, like I in this
Mm-mm-mm.
underwear, like so many different things. I just couldn't do it. But I don't know. I don't know if it paid well. Would you ever consider doing something like that?
Probably.
Yeah. I can try to find the website again. We can get our hustle
But I
on.
mean, underwear is so expensive. They're selling for $20. You got to think about your profit margins there.
I remember, and of course, different times. Inflation is horrible now. I bought a 3-pack of thongs from Walmart for $7. They were like lace.
Hmm.
But yeah. And I'm pretty sure one thing that got me as well is that you take a picture of yourself in the underwear and it can just be like your waist down. But that's like the picture of the listing. So they know like what underwear they're buying, I guess, and what you look like. I
Mm.
didn't like that either.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
That'd probably
And
be a no for me.
I always had a thought in my head. I was like, man, I wish I knew somebody that, I mean, I did, like, all my friends were like skinny little twigs, but I was like, I wish I knew someone that would just put this pair of underwear on and take a picture in it so I could put that as the listing to like get more buyers. No, now I'm gonna look into Feet Finder though. But my question is, how do you promote it without going on your main Instagram where all your friends and family are and posting it and being like, here's
I
my
don't know.
feet?
I have no
That's what I
idea.
don't like about it. Because I feel like how are you going to sell it if you can't advertise it?
Mm-mm.
Would you do OnlyFans if you were like guaranteed to make bank?
It depends. So, like, if I could make bank to the point where I could quit my job, and never have to be a social worker again,
Yeah.
maybe. But
Right.
anything else would put my main job in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could do like faceless with a fake name,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you hear stories, some girls are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on there.
I know this
But
one girl who made, and mind you, she is not attractive. And I mean, I hate saying that, I really do, but I'm just trying to convey this.
right.
She made $40,000 in 3 months.
Oh my
It
God.
makes you sick. And it's not even like her photos were professional quality or anything like that.
Just like at home taking
Yeah.
pictures. Dang. See, I would love to do that. I don't know what to do as far as content goes. I don't have little outfits. I don't like I have no idea where to even begin. But I mean, I'm sure my account is still up there somewhere from when I tried to do like the feet thing. But yeah, if I knew I was gonna make bank and I knew what to do, I would just feel so awkward if it's like a video, like performance of any kind,
Mm-hmm.
or like even just talking, like dirty talk or whatever. Leave me out of
We need to put a serious warning on this episode.
it.
Please.
Oh, we will.
I told you
But
my 9-year-old nephew listens to this.
it's okay. It's okay. No kids will be listening to this one. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That one's tough for me as well. And it's the promotion that gets me. Like, I don't absolutely do not judge people that I know a couple people that have one. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
they make on it. But when they like post it on their story, I always hype them up and I'm like, yes, get your bag, queen. But
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know how I feel like no one I don't know, if no one's like supporting me, like the girls aren't in my DMs hyping me up about it, I'm not gonna feel good about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe no, that wouldn't work either. I was gonna say I could just put on like a wig and like take on a whole new persona, but then like still forgot about the promotion part. I have nowhere to do that. So I guess OnlyFans is not in the cards for us, but we still have the underwear and the feet to fall back on. And
True.
those would be so easy to make some extra cash because we could still go about our everyday lives.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for
You're
us. I'm gonna
correct.
look into this. After this, I'm gonna check out, like fees for both of the websites.
We have to
And
pay for it? Or you mean they have to pay for it?
well, I believe it's kind of like with Etsy. Well, I don't even honestly really know how much Etsy takes from me, but I think they take like a portion of, like 10% or something like that of each sale. But I'll
Cat
look
dog.
into it. I'll get some info for us see if we want to sign up.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking about nastiness, I
Uh-oh.
guess. Um, I had a case that I wanted to discuss today.
Did I interrupt the ending of the number though? Did we go through all the number
No, we
stuff?
went through the number stuff.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I'm the one who brought up the feet finder thing.
Oh, I feel like all it takes though is like one little topic to be brought up for me to go off on a tangent.
Okay, so this one you are definitely gonna have to look up pictures to
Okay.
post. Um,
Okay.
so the case of, and you're not even supposed to say his name. It's apparently like bad luck because it's named after a demon.
Macbeth?
No, this wasn't his real name, but he eventually changed it to Pazuzu Algarad,
Okay.
and he lived in North Carolina. And um, growing up, he was very strange, very odd, and he never got the psychiatric help that he needed at all. And so over time, he dreaded up his hair, didn't take baths, showers, whatever, and almost formed like a little cult. Like
Oh.
he lived in his mom's house And his mom was still living there, which I did not know that she was still living in this house. But it became the party house. And you're going to have to look up pictures online because it is absolutely disgusting. Like,
Really?
no rules whatsoever. Like, if you wanted to shit in the floor, you can shit in the floor. Put out cigarettes, spray paint on the walls. People just have sex everywhere. And it's like, why would you want to have sex in a house like that?
Right. Disgusting.
Disgusting. So he always had like multiple girlfriends, and just I'm trying to look up. I want to look up his actual victims really quick because I forgot to do that. Pazuzu.
As you say, you're not supposed to say his name out loud.
His name, yeah, he's Pazuzu is a demon, and then Algarad means the Lord of the Locust in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he eventually let slip that he had killed people before,
Right.
and he had actually killed 2 men and buried them in shallow graves in his backyard.
At the party house?
Yeah, at the party house.
Wow.
It shocks me that his mother still lived there. Just
Yeah.
when you see photos of how terrible this house was.
And she was just putting up with it, I
And
guess?
she was just putting up with it.
Wow.
And anyway, it's just like they just wanted to live freely. But there is a documentary on this. It's called The Devil You Know, and it's by Vice. It's really
Ooh.
good.
What's
It's
it on?
really good. I think it's on Hulu.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
look up the house right now.
you have got to. But he did end up going to jail, and he committed suicide in jail.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
He killed himself in 2015.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Are you looking at the house or are you looking at him?
What initially it was the house, and now I'm looking at a picture of him. No way. So, what was his reasoning behind living like this, I guess? And I guess killing the people. Did he have a
I just
reason?
wanted to be free, man. No
That is
rules.
insane. I think there's a reason why we have some rules.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They actually did end up demolishing the house because it was obviously unfit for any humans to occupy it.
Yeah, it's probably
Just
best that
covered
they did
in
that.
mold and feces, and I'm pretty sure that man heard me say feces.
Wait a minute. Why do you think he heard you?
Well, I mean, because he was like half inside my house putting the doorknob on.
Did he say anything?
All I hear is hello.
Feces. Hello. What's
Yeah,
happening?
that's exactly what happened.
I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts the other day, and I'm not even gonna shout it out because I don't want anyone to think I'm calling them out, but one of the girls was reading the word fecal matter and she said fecal matter. And then the other girl just kept going. Like they didn't miss a beat. Like it was just fecal matter.
Oh no.
That now I think of that when I hear like feces and stuff. Also, that is a very funny word. Also, I might have asked you this before, but or like mentioned it. Some words would be so gorgeous as names if they didn't mean what they
You
meant.
did mention that.
I feel like feces could be one of those.
No.
No? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I take it back.
Um, okay. So I mean that was pretty much it on Pazuzu, but it's wild, isn't it?
I definitely am intrigued. I want to watch the documentary about it because I just I can't wrap my head around someone's thought process to live a life like that. And the mom, how did the mom just like
That's
sit
my
by?
biggest concern. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell was she doing?
Or did he do something to her? Threaten her or like
I don't
or
think so.
or did he just like get that mindset from her maybe?
She coddled him and kind of let him do whatever he wanted.
Oh, makes sense.
Yep. So anyway, I just had a random fact that I saw on Instagram, and I did go and fact check it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Men derive pleasure in annoying their girlfriends. Did you know this?
Pardon?
Yes.
Why? What sick and twisted type of thing is that?
I don't I don't know. I really don't know. And I think it's more like it's supposed to be like lighthearted poking at somebody, you know?
Stupid.
But just like, what kind of monsters are you?
I don't like that. I feel like that gets taken way too far.
Mm,
I feel like they whether intentional or not, push us to our limits until we resent them. And they're getting pleasure from our annoyance.
well, that made me look into another study. And men who deal with angry women are at like lower risk for diabetes. Like they like angry women for some reason.
99% of the time, the women are only angry because of them.
I know.
That is sickening.
Oops. Sorry.
I don't like that.
I know, right?
Also, my dad always made my mom angry and he still has diabetes.
I guess it didn't work for him, did it?
But that's like such a typical man thing to be true as well. What?
hmm
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. I seriously don't know.
It couldn't be more opposite for us. Like, we don't want to annoy people, we don't want to run them off, and we definitely don't want an angry man.
Hell no, because they're scary.
Yeah.
So I guess the next time, you call people out on their bullshit because they like it, apparently.
Okay, I could do that. I would prefer to be that way these days anyway. I feel like I've let a lot of things slide in the past.
hmm
I'm gonna
Like,
start
oh, I'm
calling people out.
chill. I'm so
Yeah,
chill.
because that's what, like, I feel like society or like internet culture at least teaches you. You have to be like, oh, like I care, but not that much. I'm calm. I'm not crazy. You can do whatever you want. Like, you can disrespect me. I'm chill. Like, I'm gonna start screaming at everyone.
hmm They just want that, I guess.
That's so stupid.
I know.
No
I know.
wonder it's like never worked for me though, trying to be like the chill girl. But I also feel like when I am my true, like, what men would call crazy self, that is very off-putting as well. I think I'm just an off-putting person.
Mm, no, I don't think so. I think it's just men.
Choosing the wrong people.
You could say that.
What else could you say?
I don't
What are you
know.
implying?
No, I mean, no, I'm not implying anything. Both of our track records haven't been great, so
One might say they're horrible, actually.
yeah.
And we need to go, I mean, I don't know. Not everything, but there have been a couple, I don't know. Whenever we're ready to be in that space again, which I'm totally not because I'm loving life, we need to go in a completely different direction.
I don't know what that direction is, but
I
I'll
don't know
figure it out.
either. Women, I guess.
I wish at least you had that as an option.
That's like
I
a
don't.
whole other issue, though. I've heard so many horror stories of
Really?
what, like lesbians.
I just feel like women are more perceptive to people's emotions. So like when something's wrong, they're gonna know that something's wrong rather than being like, oh, okay. Like men are like,
For
you
sure.
okay? You're like, yeah, I'm fine. They're like, all
And they're
right.
like, all right, whatever. Gonna go back to playing my video game for the 10th hour straight.
Right.
Stupid.
Anyway.
Speaking of video games, though, The Walking Dead, which we all know I love so much, has released, I don't know if it's out yet. I think it might have come out at the beginning of the month. A brand new video game, but it's like it follows the show completely, which I love because I don't really know anything about like the comics or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the option to play as like many different characters and essentially rewrite the show, if that makes sense. Like
Oh,
based off the choices you make. I don't know, much about games like that. We all know I'm like a Guitar Hero, Super Monkey Ball, Mario girly,
yeah.
but I really want to get that, and I might be entering my gamer era, like just sitting in front of the screen for like 4 hours at a time because I love that show so much. And like, have you watched it?
I watched the first season.
Are you okay with a spoiler then?
Yeah.
So like in season 2, Rick's best friend Shane, he has to kill him because Shane was trying to kill Rick. I'm pretty sure in the game you can like make yourself be Shane and kill Rick, and that would change the entire course of everything
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
I'm dying to see how that is. So hopefully it's good. Like I said, I don't know anything about like storyline quality, game quality. I know there's like people that get very hardcore about that, like dissecting a game and how good it is.
Yeah.
I just hope it's fun because I think I'm gonna treat myself for Christmas and get it.
You should.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
I'll let everyone know if I play it, how it is. I don't know how, that's another thing. I don't know how deep into the show the game goes. But if it gets all the way to Negan, I am not letting Glenn die this time. Glenn will live until the end.
Not Glenn.
What does your shirt say?
Says stay weird, but
I like
it's
it.
upside down and backwards.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's why I can't read it.
I
I don't know what I was thinking.
always have to have some type of crazy shirt on the podcast.
I love that. On brand.
On brand. Um, okay, well, the last thing that I wanted to talk about
Mm-hmm.
was we're gonna talk about drugs. We're gonna talk
Okay.
about da 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 ketamine.
Woo! What
Woo.
about it?
Do you know what ketamine is? Or like what people
Horse
use it for?
tranquilizer, right?
Is it?
Wait a minute. Did I make that up?
It is used as an anesthetic in the hospital still
What?
sometimes. Yeah.
I literally thought it was for horses. I mean, I know that they have like people use it recreationally and they have treatments, but I thought it was originally for horses.
I don't know. I might need to look that up.
I feel like I'm not real right now.
Are you on ketamine? Just
I am a horse.
kidding. um, so anyway, I shout this from the rooftops to anybody that I can, but I have done ketamine treatments
Mhm.
legally,
Right.
gone to the doctor's office and had IVs put in. I think I've probably had about 8 to 10 of them.
Mhm.
And they're hella expensive because they're not covered by insurance. And I think that's the one downfall.
Yeah.
But it is for treatment resistant depression, it's for substance use, it's for anxiety, it's pretty much for any mental health concern that you can have. So
Mhm.
ketamine, unlike traditional antidepressants, can start working pretty much immediately.
I love that.
Rather than taking, 4 to 6 weeks for an antidepressant to kick in.
Right.
Um, so I decided to do that. I did take like 3 weeks off of work and started ketamine treatments. And what you do is you dissociate. So you're not really you're watching things happen. I usually go in, I put my eye mask on, I listen to lo-fi beats,
Yep.
cover songs that I already know, but they have no lyrics because lyrics can lead you into some trip.
That's
So
insane to think about.
yeah, so you don't do lyrics, but the only way I can describe it is for people who have been to Universal or any type of enclosed ride. It's like that, like say Spider-Man at Universal. So you're in a cart and it's moving you around and it's showing you certain scenes. Like I know logically I'm sitting there in a chair with an eye mask on and a blanket over me, but I feel like somebody is wheeling me around or carrying me in the air or
Really?
or rocking me. Yeah, it's
That is
insane.
kind of fun.
No, it's super fun.
Wow.
So like I've been on the mountaintops. I've been in Asia. No joke. I'm so serious.
I
I've
love
been
that.
in it's always weird because I always get like swallowed or enveloped by fuzzy stuff.
Okay.
It's like pulsating, breathing, fuzzy things, and they just slowly come to swallow me. And it actually feels pretty good. Like it's fun.
Are they
Um,
like I picture them to be very bright, vibrant colors. Are they?
um, sometimes I would say it's more like an olive green or like a maroon or like
Okay.
that's kind of the color palette that I generally see.
Okay, that's cool.
But this past time I was in a dark, dingy room and everything was so dark. I was like,
Like in
what is
real
happening?
life.
No, the last time I did my ketamine treatment, everything was dark. It wasn't
Oh, so not like the physical room you were in, but
right.
what was
My
happening in your
my
head?
trip, what was happening?
Okay.
So, but I mean, generally, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a floating head. The rest of my body doesn't exist right now. I'm like a little amoeba in
No
in the
way.
universe.
That is wild.
It's fantastic. It really is. And it makes you think like about a lot of different things. Like I saw my future, like I saw myself getting married. No, seriously, it's insane. And I actually cried during that one. It was weird. I've
No
never,
way.
yeah, I hadn't cried. And that was pretty well in maybe like 7 treatments or something in when that
Wow.
happened. Um, but yeah, no, it's a very enlightening experience, but it's not just to trip, it's for the after effects as well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's not just while you're sitting there in the chair for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel better afterwards, correct?
Yeah, generally feel pretty good afterwards. Um, so I will say what's so funny is that one recurring thing that I've always seen in there is Japanese maples, like the
Okay.
plant.
Yeah.
And afterwards, because I can't drive for the whole entire day. I have to have somebody pick me up. You
Hmm.
picked me up.
Yep.
And so my dad was picking me up on this one, and we went to Costco afterwards. And I'll be damned if there wasn't Japanese maples, like a whole row of them.
No
I was like,
way.
that is so weird.
Did you get one?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Dang, that would have been so cool. But that it's weird enough. Like, I wonder what the meaning is behind that recurring to you. And then
I don't
obviously
know.
you seeing one in person is wild as well. But like, I feel like that has to have some kind of meaning behind it.
Right. No, I know.
Hmm.
And
Maybe you
it's,
need to go to
yeah,
Japan.
I don't know. Maybe.
But the
Um,
last one you said you were in like a dark, dingy room. What was that all that it was for that one, or did anything else kind of
Pretty
happen?
much. I wasn't getting moved around too much. It was like I was being rocked back and
Hmm.
forth. Um, but this one I had a hard time like just dissociating. And I really think music and your visual stimuli um control your actual trip because I did not bring an eye mask because I can't find mine in the
Oh
move.
no. Yeah.
So I asked to borrow one of theirs and they have the disposable ones. So you can
Hmm.
see through it and just that little bit
Oh.
of light
Yeah.
messed me up. So I was seriously like sitting there with my hands over my eyes to try to make it darker.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's just funny how the smallest things can dictate that, you know?
Yeah. So I guess that's why people do it at like raves and stuff because of all the music and the lights.
See, that's the thing. I feel like I need to have total sensory deprivation. Like, I don't
Right.
understand how people can have all of that stimuli coming in while they're on it.
Yeah, it's probably insane to do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already insane because it's like not necessarily safe, definitely not legal, but I cannot
Right.
imagine. And like, I've never been to a rave, but seeing like pictures and videos, all the people close together, you know,
Uh-huh.
and the crazy lights. And I mean, that's not my type of music anyway, but yeah, no, I couldn't. If yours are like how they are when it's super chill, I couldn't even imagine what it's like to actually do it at a rave.
I couldn't imagine that anybody would do that. Hello.
Hello?
Get down.
He didn't even wave to me. That's so rude. Why is that the most like nicest, most pure interaction I've ever had with him?
Because I made him do it.
Hey, don't ruin the illusion.
No, it's because you're scared of his claws. Now
I know.
you are safe.
I'm gonna buy him some of those cute little caps that you put on them.
I would get fucked up trying to put those
Trying to put
on.
them on. Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
would
can
murder me.
imagine. Yep.
Murphy,
What
you're
color nails
falling.
you want, homeboy?
We need red and green for Christmas colors.
Oh my God, that'd be so cute.
I already got him a Christmas collar.
Let's see it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got his little bow tie.
Oh, Christmas. I love
Yeah.
seeing people in the Christmas spirit.
Thanks for decorating my Christmas tree, by the way.
Oh my God, of course. I'm so glad it's up.
I really didn't want to do it, so you saved me on that one.
I had to because you have to have, I mean, I get it too because it's a lot of ridiculous work, especially fluffing the tree and then like spacing out the
Mm-hmm.
ornaments. But I truly believe, especially after decorating so early this year, that even if you think you don't want Christmas spirit and all this stuff around, it boosts a little something in you. Even just a little bit.
It is nice to have the little glow at the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, I think that that was everything that I actually have a client
Okay.
at 10 o'clock, so that's what I need
Oh,
to
snap.
do.
Girl,
I forgot about it until just now.
no way.
My phone vibrated and it was like, your appointment starts at 10 o'clock. And I was like, oh, okay.
Thank God that that came through.
Yeah. I would have remembered eventually.
I don't know why
The
that just made
hell?
me so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I don't
It's
know why
fine.
it did. Like my stomach dropped for you, but okay, it's fine.
Do you have a song of the week?
I do have a song of the week. I was just pulling it up so I didn't get anything wrong. I'm changing my song of the week as I'm like sitting here actually. Okay, my
Okay.
song of the week this week is War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you have a PSA for us?
I do. Um,
Okay.
not all drugs are bad.
Big Slay. Add that to the list of the recap that we're going to do of your PSAs.
You've been listening to the Straight Crooked Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.